2, 3 times the charm. Hi everybody, and welcome back to another Terrible Movie Tuesday movie reaction. Tonight we are watching another recommendation by our patron Craig, and it is 1957's
The Giant Claw.
Dun dun dun. Well, somebody's got a giant claw, or a giant claw is coming after the people. Something, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, in the picture when pulled up, it looked like a bird.
So their giant claw is going to be attacking the world.
Bird.
So
Which is funny because we have Birdemic next week.
So we might have 2 bird movies in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious! Great. That'll be a good time, hopefully. Before we get started, we want to give a huge shout out to our fantastic, wonderful, amazing, supportive patrons. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. We love you all so very, very much. We also love another group of people. They know that we need to encourage more of them to participate and do what to our channel?
Oh, subscribers?
Yes. They need to pound, hit, smack, tap, have their dog or cat hit the button. I don't care what it is.
If your fingers are broken, use it. Take an object, put it in your mouth, and just hit that button.
Yes, exactly. Put it on your nose, or exactly.
Find a way. Sorry.
That's right. And besides, this was one of our milestones to get to 1,000. But I also had said what was going to happen, that I'm waiting patiently because it's driving me nuts.
Dye your hair again.
Hence my beautiful headband covering up what's underneath here.
Your receding hairline.
Besides,
You're great.
like she thinks my gray hairs are my receding hairline. Funny, girl, because it looks like that. But it's driving me nuts, y'all. So we are getting there. We can see that 1,000, finish line there. We just need several more of you to subscribe. We know a bunch of you watched it. We don't know why you're not subscribing. Come on. Help me out and put me through the agony of not being able to dye my hair just because I said I wouldn't, and I'm not going to until we hit 1,000. And also because we would just like to hit this milestone. Not necessarily for monetary reasons. That's not going to be too much necessarily, but just because we want to get more traction to our channel, basically. So, come on, y'all. What are you waiting for? We're going to stare you down. Stare them down. You're not supposed to smile at them. Do you want anything else that we need to say before we jump into this one?
I don't know what the plot of this movie is.
No. We just know it's going to be, what do you always say about these movies?
They're so good, they're bad. They're so bad, they're good.
So who knows what's going to happen with this one. But anyway, I think on with the show. If you're ready, set, here we go. Enjoy.
Many, many times faster than sound itself.
Oh, we're going to venture up into Canada.
Here, near the top of the world, free men struggle with the elements to create some measure of defense to protect that self-same freedom.
Altimeter reads 10,000 on the nose. Better check the level on the antenna mount.
Roger.
How about Mademoiselle Mathematician? She got enough numbers to feed into a machine jet?
Do you have all the information you need, Miss Caldwell?
One more run, please. Low level coming in. I didn't know pilots were allowed to do things like that.
Not Air Force pilots, you're right. But Mitch is an electronics engineer. He may work for the government, but man, he kind of makes his own rules.
So does a 3-year-old child until his mother spanks him.
Mother, dear mother, I'm ready if you are.
He must have left a switch on.
I was an engineer flying.
Something that was almost the beginning of the end of life on this earth. McAfee recorded instantly by radio the sighting of a UFO had passed him at speeds so great he couldn't begin to estimate it. In national defense, it's better to be safe than
Also, why does
sorry.
he keep putting his mask on? Shouldn't he have
The
both
alert
hands
was
on
sounded to scramble interceptors.
Vibration flight. I spotted a UFO, I reported it. Does that make me a criminal, a traitor to my country, or some kind of a psychopath?
McAfee, you're an electronics man, an expert on radar.
Sure, that's what they pay me for.
If there was something in the air, something flying that you could see, would radar pick it up?
Well, yes,
Would
but...
radar pick it up, yes or no?
Yes.
There were 3 radars on you every minute you were in the air, not one of them, not one, saw anything but you.
Dude.
Major Bergen.
But why is he blaming this guy? He was just
What?
up there.
Yes. Yes. Call out the standby crews. You better reshuffle your duty rosters. There'll be plenty of sweat on this one.
Look, Major, I'm sorry about the pilot, but that was no false alarm,
Oh,
believe
come
me.
off it, Mitch. You've done enough harm with your flying battleship. Just let
Just
it...
a moment, Miss Caldwell. That call. A Transporter Airlines plane is reported overdue and missing.
Oh, no.
60 passengers and a full crew aboard. We got a distress call from the pilot, and nothing. No more contact.
Looks like the profile of it dips here like this for an extensive blind spot.
Figure on it, shading the whole strip. You get that relief map?
Oh, yes.
What gives?
Sit down, Mitch.
Well,
Something might be coming up.
such as what?
Unidentified flying object. Flew right over us.
Uh-oh, not you too.
Save the cracks. I've already called it into International. Mitch, I sure enough saw something like a cloud. Only was moving too fast for any cloud.
An explosion and just do some things out. Why are you yelling hello? Didn't you see the plane on fire? Didn't you know somebody got to be there?
I make 'em myself.
Moonshine, baby.
Fine for the snake bite.
Probably drunk in 5 seconds. Look at him, he acted like nothing happened. He's
Hello,
all just
Pierre.
back.
Mr. McAfee,
That's right.
got the pilot?
Yeah.
Okay, boys. Sending a car to take you and the young lady to the airport.
What about the wrecked plane?
We've got orders to seal off the area. Real hush-hush.
It's a flying battleship.
Van Buskirk for you, Mr. McAfee.
Feel another snake bite coming on. More medicine.
He looks a little too comfortable. in
Flying
his
battleship,
house
pink
after what
elephant,
he's
same
went through.
difference. You really should try buttermilk instead.
I said it looked like a
It don't seem like
battleship,
they're
not that it
grieving
was a
over the pilot too
battleship.
much.
Could have called it an overgrown adding machine, then at least you'd have believed me. False alarm? Look here, General, what kind of an infantile jackass do you take me for? I tell you that... Thank you.
He's like, I'll keep the boss.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You like Pierre's Applejack, oui?
Perfect
better slow
antidote for
down, you
snake
can be
bite,
slothful
thunder,
in the
lightning,
front.
and disbelieving generals. Fill her up, Pierre.
What's that?
Something scared the animal.
It's Pierre.
Well, you should have gone with him. Well, you didn't get too far, did you?
See, you're safe. You're in the house.
Kakanya. It was the Kakanya. I saw her.
What's a Kakanya, Pierre?
Come on, tell us about it.
This is the devil in the storm. The face of the wolf in the body of the woman.
What?
With wings bigger than I can tell.
A wolf will
You probably saw an eagle, Pierre.
This has got
No, it was La Kakanya. La Kakanya.
Oh, I remember. Now I read it somewhere. It's a superstition, a legend that the French Canadians started and came across the border with.
Yeah, it vaguely rings a small bell with me, too. It was probably just the lightning in the storm, Pierre. You just imagined the whole thing.
No, I saw La Kakanya.
God, that thing's huge. I would not want to be inhaling somebody's cigarette smoke on an airplane. No.
McAfee, First engineer and pilot, and now lover and poet.
Oh, the line of poetry was from Shakespeare.
I know, but where did that impulse come from?
Left field, maybe.
Ah, here it is.
The guy right there in the corner.
What's that?
That's me. Want to go to sleep, but can't really go to sleep, so you're constantly looking up.
Open your mouth. Wait. A pattern.
Something that seemingly destroyed 4 planes and barely missed you the first time.
Oh, we're really talking on this one, huh? Nothing to really
Something
say on
like
this
your
one.
flying battleship? And for what reason? No, Mitch. Coincidence, yes, but pattern.
He's about to kick her seat.
To be sarcastic.
Look, would you two mind being quiet so the rest of us can sleep? Thank you.
Top of the head looks like a character off of, like Sesame Street or the Muppets or something.
Stop leaning on the buzzer. I'm coming.
Mr. McAfee?
Or a reasonable facsimile thereof.
General Buskirk's respect, sir. He'd like to see you right away.
Oh, have a heart, Captain. I got in late last night. I just about fell asleep when you woke me.
Sorry, sir. The general says it's urgent.
So's my sleep.
My orders are to bring you to the general's office at once.
Navy
This is the
patrol
funniest
plane.
scene where it was just like
Too much, and it fits too well to be just coincidence.
A head.
Been 2 more since the Navy plane.
Oh, no.
Private
It
plane
was just
here
a total
last night.
plane, and someone was taking the bird and going.
CAB plane with 4 passengers and a pilot here. All following your theoretical pattern smack dab on the nose.
Oh, she fancied
No
it
radar
up today,
tracks, I
didn't she,
suppose.
little hat?
As usual, since you started this crazy nightmare, nothing.
And Birdwatcher Society.
Mr. McAfee, this is vitally important. Did you get a good look at it?
No, it was just a blur as it went past. Oh, I wish I'd had a camera with me. Maybe you've got it.
If those balloons are still up, there's a bare possibility they photographed this thing, whatever it is. Johnson,
Yes, sir?
put the entire command on combat readiness right away. Notify the Pentagon and have them tell General Considine I'm on my way.
There's no question of that.
Can't you put it in a bigger thing and look at it?
Miss Caldwell, is it possible that this bird has been flying in blind spot areas that our radar
That's the
can't
same
pick up?
room they
No,
just
sir,
came
I
from,
checked
but now it's
carefully.
in Washington,
At least
D.C.
10
because
different
George
radar
Washington
sites should
was over
have
there.
tracked it.
Mr. McAfee, could speed or altitude affect the ability of our radar to pick it up?
No.
Yes? Good. Where? Okay, this is official now. Pass them the word to shoot it down. No questions, no games, no stalling. Just shoot it down. Yes. Give me a tape on all air-to-ground and air-to-air channels and pipe it through a hotline to me here. One of our squadrons just spotted it. I've ordered them to attack and shoot it down.
This is Easy Baker, Squadron Leader. Target below and to the side. See it? Yow, holy Toledo. I've seen some mighty big chicken hawks back on the farm, but man, this baby takes the cake. We're gonna head for...
The bird?
No, it's coming after me. No, no!
Machine guns, cannons, rockets. Nothing touched it.
This is General Considine, Dr. Norman. Say that again. Good, good. You stay where you are. I'll be right over. Research lab's been kept right up to date before your plane landed in Washington. I ordered guided missiles with atomic warheads made ready for every launching site in the country where the fallout pattern makes it safe to explode them. The order you heard me give to make Phase 2 operational was an order to fire those missiles the moment that bird is spotted anywhere.
Basic building block of all matter.
Here's our science experiment.
The atom this model represents is like every atom as we know it. The nucleus is positive, the electrons are all negative. In this respect, it has been maintained that all atoms are alike, but this is wrong.
This bird is made of antimatter, that it's reversed, inside out, a mirror image, as you call it.
Just a minute, General. Doctor, it's been proven that antimatter exists. But it's also been proven that whenever it comes in contact with ordinary matter, they annihilate one another, blow up. Now, why didn't the bird explode when it was hit, or when it touched something?
You are both right and wrong. The bird itself is not antimatter. But the bird unquestionably radiates some sort of force, an energy screen, some invisible barrier. And that energy screen is antimatter.
Guns, cannons, rockets. No wonder nothing touched it. Stuff hit the antimatter screen and blew up before it could get close.
Found in the wreckage. At least we call it a feather. We don't know what it is, only what it looks like. It has defied chemical analysis, the electroscope, every conceivable test. It contains no substance known on the earth today, no element recognizable by man. Look.
What the heck?
That bird is extraterrestrial. Comes from outer space.
You'd hold yourselves in readiness, and of course you understand that everything that you've seen and heard is classified.
With good handwriting, Ron.
Even then, the bird revealed itself to the world at large, and complacency quickly turned to panic.
Yeah, man.
Panic, terror, and horror.
Peter's just like,
Thank you.
okay, so they were an item. He didn't just assault her in the airplane.
Really? To destroy the bird?
Got excited the rest of
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, will it work, Mitch?
I don't know. I honestly haven't the faintest, foggiest idea.
Could it have come here to rest?
If it did, it sure as shooting isn't.
Right. So far as we knew, the bird just kept flying around the earth. Always flying, never stopping. Well, that's what bothered me, so I called General Buskirk. Mitch, remember Pierre Broussard at the farm?
Yeah. Him and his lack of Kanye.
And I know why. The bird came here to build a nest.
Yeah, it's possible.
Nest.
Be one big ass nest, wouldn't it?
Eggs. More birds.
It's got to be true. There's just no other reason for
That
it.
bird would have knocked up this bird.
All birds at the same time.
Pierre Broussard's place, the farm. Right, we're leaving right now. Sally's with me. Yes. We'll go straight to the airport.
Deprived of its source of food or energy, however the bird survives, the bird began a series of attacks on the ground in a fantastic orgy of destruction never before seen. Nothing has been safe from attack by the bird. Cattle, horses, fields, homes, trains, all manner of transportation. It has become obvious that the bird is attracted by movement. Accordingly, your government and all the governments of the world have declared a state of emergency and instituted martial law.
Well, that plane is waiting for us. We've got to get up to Pierre's place.
His eyes are so sad.
There it is!
No, Peppy, not like a Kanya. A million times worse. Let's get out of here.
Why is Pepe in the back? Leave Pepe in the middle. He's been set up. He can't even walk up the hill right. It's just soaring in.
Make a big noise like a Kanya coming, we all die.
Get the head, Pierre. It's our only chance.
Yeah, you're not dead.
Pierre, come back.
Didn't he call him Pepe a minute ago? You got confused with his name or what?
I'm from Montana.
I swear he said Pepe. They're nice.
Pierre is Lord Kanye. He was right. Seeing it did mean his death.
Well, I mean, it's true, but it's still a dead man's car. He didn't say like that.
The big bad bird!
Put out your lights! Get off the road!
Don't worry about us. We've got Saltbird's tail.
Hey, watch out for that salt. Don't get in the carbs.
Oh!
Come on, let's go.
That was good, a big bad that was so fake.
There's a town up ahead with a hospital. We'll take him there. You and I are going into Washington tonight. I'll bring the car over here for the kids. How to shoot the bird out of the sky.
Some new type of weapon?
No, with regular guns, bullets, and bombs. Anything you want.
McAfee, I told you that I haven't got time
Just a minute, General. This idea of mine may prove to be as phony as a $3 bill, but I still think it's worth a listen.
Boy, keep talking.
Now, this is a blow-up I had made of a bubble chamber photograph. The chamber was bombarded with high-speed particles. Result? A photograph of a trail made by what is known as a mu meson. But notice this hole, this gap right here. This gap is one of the most exciting and significant recent discoveries in all science.
God.
I know you don't understand all this, General,
Over an
but
hour
stick
movie
with
would
me.
take 3 hours.
Now, the Mesic atom is extremely small. Small enough to sift through the electron defenses of the ordinary atom and fuse with its nuclei.
Atoms of matter or antimatter.
Right, Doc. Now, if this thing of mine works, and we can get close, real close, and bombard that bird's antimatter energy shield with a stream of Mesic atoms, I think we can destroy that shield. The bird would be defenseless then except for beak, claws, and wings.
We're gonna have 10 minutes of failure here.
After failure,
Well, that one scared me a little bit too, so I'm just blasting through your door like that. Oh my god. Too many experiments, sir?
Mitch?
Easy, son, easy. You did your best. We can't have you killing the patient trying to cure the disease now, can we?
A magnificent effort, Mitch. Magnificent. It's unfortunate it was doomed to failure from the start.
That bird's still in the air.
Why, yeah.
You still want to shoot it down?
Oh, yes, sure. Well, then, for Pete's sake, let's get with it. General Buzzkirk has had a plane waiting in that field outside of New York ever since we started the experiments. We've got to get the equipment installed on that plane. Mitch, the apparatus didn't work. The experiments failed.
Mitch, please lie down in bed. You were hurt in that explosion.
Oh, of course you don't know. The explosion was no accident. I did it on purpose. I used the Masick atom projector. Oh, Sally, get out of here.
This is an explosion, but let's go.
We've installed the ejector nozzle in the tail of the plane, pointing to the back.
Rewiring the plane's generating system, plus an added bank of batteries, should give us more than enough power.
Question. Why do you aim that gimmick from the tail and not from the nose?
Too dangerous in the nose. We might fly into our own Messick bombardment.
United Nations building. Bird's after us. Chasing us. How are you doing?
Ready in a minute.
Go fast, boy, fast. For God's sake, hurry, man. It's catching up with us fast.
I don't know why we're
Got it.
facing
Close those circuits.
I need you to back up on this face.
It's all yours, General.
Fire rockets!
I love you, my hero. What's to say on this one?
That was so boring.
That was completely boring. Too much science. Never liked science in school. Still don't like science. Zoned out for part of it. I will give them a 0.5 point for acting. The acting was pretty good. I won't complain about the acting. The rest of it, so it's a 0.5 point, and the rest was
2 thumbs down. The acting is half, right?
Yeah.
But the movie itself was garbage.
Well, no, okay. If I had to choose overall acting, I'd probably give them 2 thumbs up because the acting, or maybe 1.5.
Okay, so then
If you're doing it just based on acting,
he gets very little credit for the movie, but that's because the acting carried the whole thing.
It did. The acting was good. That was the best part of it.
So then 2 thumbs up for the acting. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, the acting in this is actually pretty decent.
Okay, yeah. So
But the movie itself is just hot garbage.
It was
flaming hot garbage.
Yes. It took 1,000,000 years to get to the point at the beginning. It drug on with all this science stuff. It was just the bird, like Danny said, was a combination of the Crypt Keeper, E.T.'s neck. It looked like it was something they got parts out of the Muppets or something from Sesame Street. I just don't even know what to say on this movie. It was an hour and 14 minutes.
Oh, nothing.
But it felt like 3 hours and over 3. It was dragging ass.
Yeah.
It was really.
It took forever to show the damn bird.
Yeah, because it was just, yes. Once it got to the bird, I mean, there were parts of like funny because it was just so stupid, and you could tell. Toy airplanes, toy almost everything that was being, when the 3 pilots, and then they were in their parachutes.
That was funny.
And they were just. I don't even know what to say on this movie, frankly, because it was just really bad, which is good because this is terrible, terrible movies, and that's what we want. But I want to say this is
one of the worst ones.
What was the worst one we'd seen? See, we still need to rate them. We're kind of slow on that, but
I don't know.
I want to put this almost at this point. It's the worst or second to the worst. We're gonna rate these this week. We're gonna rate these. Yeah, either it's bottom or it's second to bottom worst movie. But I mean, thank you for the recommendation. You know, yeah, it was just, yeah. And it's like, well, we're gonna fly to New York, then come to DC, then come to New York. Then like, just stay in one spot and figure this shit out. Why
weren't they in Canada at one point?
Yeah, they started out in Canada, and then they were with Pierre, but I swear to God, he called him Pepe, which what would the name? What do they call Pepe? What's the real name for Pepe? Pedro? No.
Isn't that Pierre?
Yeah. But I mean, his name is French, and they call him Pepe like a Spanish name. So they were calling him, he at one point called Pierre Pepe.
Oh, Pepe Le Pew? It's French.
Maybe. And
I'm at a loss of words for this one. I don't know.
I really don't know what else to say. I mean,
this was hot garbage. Flaming hot garbage.
Exactly. So
flaming hot doo-doo garbage.
This is gonna be like pretty much short and sweet. And then when I was like, what are they trying to do to take the bird out? They're just throwing, and she was telling me, and I'm like, I think I zoned. When he started about science, I zoned out, like lost me. Not lost me, but just zoned. And then the guy, like, with the experimented, and then he was in the hospital and everything. He's like, I'm totally fine, let's go. What? I don't know. Whoever wrote this, I mean, good effort.
Yeah.
But
some of these could actually have the vision. They just don't have the
follow through.
Yeah.
And sometimes I swear to God, the bird wasn't even flapping its wings.
I mean, at least they flap their wings in the air, like, to get momentum.
That's how they get momentum, but sometimes it wasn't even flapping. Don't they have to keep flapping?
Like, well, I think they, like, glide and then they flap.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Birds, some birds.
Geese are scary.
Scary. Especially when they're in, like, flocks and stuff. Like if there's just a bird outside or whatever, no, but I mean, like, I've been pooped on by a few birds. Oh, one time I was at the zoo right on my sunglasses.
Ew.
One time. Well, good thing I had my sunglasses on. It would have pooped on my eye. And then another time I pooped in my hair.
Ew.
So I have very bad luck with birds and poo-poos. Okay, so maybe that's
right in the shit pepper cake.
So maybe that's why I don't like birds.
I
I guess not scared of them per se, unless it's like crows or something. But just I have a bad luck with birds wanting to poop in my head. It wasn't funny then, but well, it probably was funny then too. After it was like, what, you know? You've never been pooped on by a bird?
Don't jinx it.
Am I the only one that's been pooped on by a bird? Leave it in the comments. Oh my God! I know. Yeah, the first time at the zoo, and someone had to. I mean, like, because you don't always know, and someone's like, "There's poop on the glasses." Why? Why would they target me?
You look
I don't know where I was the second time. Maybe in the zoo again, and I put in my image.
Bad luck.
And that's like, yeah, I don't know. It's been a while, but still. So hopefully I'm not the only one that's been pooped on. I mean, hopefully, maybe that's good. Nobody else will say pooped on by a bird. But if you have, tell me your story in the comments. Anyway, imagine being pooped on by the giant bird.
Oh my God, we gotta end this video at some point.
Oh my God. Okay, anyway, we're goofy. I was just thinking of that egg. All of a sudden, I poop with. Because I made a stupid comment. I was like, look at all that liquid coming out of that egg. And I'm like, duh, that's what comes out of the egg.
I remember when They were shooting. You were like, oh, as if they wouldn't end up like the Big Bird.
Oh, what? Like Big Bird?
Like the big, not Big Bird, like Big Bird. You were like, oh, don't feel bad for the egg.
I know. I was like, poor egg. And then I was like, oh, there's stuff coming out of the egg. What gross. And I'm like, hello, when we crack an egg.
When you crack an egg.
The yolk comes out. Anywho. Yeah, I think we should probably end this in a hot second. We're just goofy at this point.
Subscribe, hit like,
comment,
hit the bell, join our Patreon.
All that jazz. We know you probably don't look at it, but the links are all in the description. So just take a peek one of these days. And we've also got coming up this week True Lies. So look for that. But with that being said, we're going to wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in your part of the world. As always, be kind. See you at the next reaction.